Happy Easter everyone, and let's make enough bun in a bungle without any bun tins, and we're going to try out this awesome banana bun. So let's go. So now let's make our bun tins using aluminum foil paper and a cake tin. We're basically just going to tear off a piece of foil paper and fold it into a rectangle. Ensure that there's no little hole for the batter to leak out, and we're done. Anyhow you want to fold this, you fold it. We grease it, and let's work on our wet ingredients now. So we're going to pour in some stout beer on the stove over a medium heat, add in our sugar, and the reason why we heat our beer is to ensure that the sugar can dissolve good. Then we're going to take out some cold Magnum Tonic wine, turn off the stove, and pour in that. Pour in some water, some molasses, and some lemon juice, some vanilla, and some rose water, almond, and then some vegetable oil. Mix this really good together to ensure that it's incorporated good and it is cooled down. So now let's whisk our eggs and egg yolks together before adding it into our cooled liquid. And we need to whisk this good together to ensure that it incorporates. For the dry ingredients, we have equal parts whole wheat flour and all-purpose flour. We add some ginger powder, mixed spice, cinnamon, nutmeg, salt, baking powder. I made a mess, but I cleaned it up, and basically we're going to whisk this together, ensure that all the spices are blended good. Now let's add our rehydrated raisins that are basically soaked in some warm water. We have some fat and juicy raisins in our baked product. Now we're going to go ahead and add in our dry ingredients to our wet ingredients. You can do this in 2 parts, and we need to ensure that we mix this really good. We don't want half of the bun taste like ginger and then the next half tastes like nutmeg. We want it a nice balanced taste. Now after we mix it good, we just pour it into our homemade baking tins, bun tins. Yes, I poured it in all of them. And then remember, we're doing something special with this banana. We're going to mash it up real good until it's liquefied, and then we're going to add some of our bun batter into our mashed bananas, and we're just going to mix this together. Then we're going to pour it into our baking tin that has been greased and floured, just a regular bun tin. I want to differentiate this from the other buns and add our raisins on top, our big fat and juicy rehydrated raisins. Bake at 340 degrees Fahrenheit for 60 minutes. Now let's work on our bun glaze. We're just gonna mix some molasses and vanilla together. Our buns are out the oven and it's time to glaze. We got 6 medium-sized buns and 1 mini bun from this batter. We're going to work on taking out our banana bun, just the one that we put the banana in, and we're going to glaze it. It has been cooling for around 5 minutes. All of the buns were cooling for 5 minutes. It looks so good. Let's go ahead now and unwrap the other buns. We're going to glaze them. And I mean, if you do not have baking tin, this is a good way to go ahead and bake bun for Easter and for your family and friends, and everybody can get a bun to go home with. Alright, so let's go ahead and taste the regular Easter bun, the spice ones. It's always delicious. Moist and tender. And now let's try the banana bun. This one it's gonna turn out to be very gummy and yummy. Look on it. Yes, I tell you, the banana add this moistness to it. So delicious. So you don't need bun tin to make enough bun. Thanks for watching, everybody.